Look how sick is this. This is awesome. Las Vegas is infested with sharks, but it also houses a hidden jungle. One of the coolest places in Las Vegas, and I can't believe I have never been here before. Welcome to fabulous New York, the Big Apple, the greatest city in the, wait a minute. There's a castle across the street and a roller coaster going by. What the hello, operator? This isn't New York City. We're back in Las Vegas, Nevada. And on a very blustery day, I might add. That was weird looking over the bridge there. There was no traffic for a second. It almost looked like the rumors were true that Vegas is dead. Having been here for a couple of days, though, I can tell you, I've still seen plenty of people roaming around here. I myself just rolled down the strip here to New York, New York, sort of stretch my legs, get outside for an adventure. Planning on walking around up and down the strip, but like I said, it is really windy. Every once in a while, big clouds of dust are blowing in from the surrounding desert. So I started looking around for some indoor activities because I'm not your typical sort of slot machine adventurer here in Las Vegas. As I was looking around, asking some friends what I should get up to today, I heard a rumor that this town is actually infested with sharks. First, we got to get to them. Now, as you may know, I was just recently in the hospital, and presumably I'll be back in the hospital again eventually in the not too distant future. One of the things I'm supposed to be doing right now is avoid too much excessive walking. I still want to get out on two legs, which is why I parked over here at New York, New York. Because just across the street over here at this beautiful castle, the Excalibur Hotel and Casino, there's a tram leading further down the strip. Or I guess I should have said farther. There's a big difference between further and farther. But this way I still get to spend a little bit of time on two legs walking amongst the people of the strip. I've spent precious little time down in this portion of Las Vegas. Although last time I was here, I did spend several days walking up and down the strip and finally started to explore Excalibur, New York, MGM, all the stuff down this way. And of course, there's still a lot of history and mysteries to uncover down along this portion. And in addition to Excalibur down here, you've also got the Luxor, you've got Mandalay Bay down there. And they are all connected by this funky little free tram over here that will help limit the walking, but enhance the adventure. All right, this tram is free, which is the best part of it. There's a tram operator right there. Just wait over by these glass doors for it to arrive. Ooh. It got quiet in here. I get excited about this because personally, I love weird people movers and odd transportation. I also very much enjoy things that are free, so it's the perfect trifecta for me. You can kind of get a little idea of how it works down there. Hold by a cable, just gotta take a seat and enjoy the ride. Now, you may have noticed there's an express that goes straight to Mandalay Bay. I chose the one that stops halfway in between at the Luxor for what I think are pretty obvious reasons. Would you look at the size of that Sphinx? Seriously, look how tiny those people are that just exited the tram into the Sphinx, which leads back there to the gargantuan, insane Luxor glass pyramid back there, which by the way is 30 stories tall, right? Like insanely huge. Hey, listen to that, we got an air conditioning vent in the Sphinx's arm there, and yet is still more than 100 feet shorter than the real Great Pyramid in Egypt. Funny, because if you just drive into the parking garage of the Luxor, you never see all this cool stuff out front. Like, look at this, you've got all the hieroglyphs here on the wall. There's all kinds of strange carvings, the giant Sphinx, of course, the huge obelisk along Las Vegas Boulevard out here. And look at these statues down along the sidewalk. Just so much to see if you start roaming around. By the way, you can actually walk through the bottom of that obelisk, something that we did last time. Look at the statues of the pharaohs over yonder. Actually, there's a few right in front of us here. See, look at these pharaohs, and they'll never let our people go. Plus all of these ram-headed Sphinx-like statues. I'm not sure what these are. I'm no Egyptologist, although I have watched a documentary or two, which is why I know, or rather how I know, that these things are fun to ride on. Woohoo! Vegas, baby! Oh, look at that. There goes our tram there, our cable car. I guess that's our sign, because as much fun as it is hanging out with these old rams. And look at it, inscriptions of presumably slavery. That's not good. I think it's time for us to ride our way to the Mandalay Bay. A couple of trips ago, I took my first ride on the Las Vegas monorail, which is behind a bunch of other hotels on the strip, and detailed the sort of Disney connection, the Walt Disney World history. There are now pieces of an old Walt Disney World monorail that ran here in Las Vegas in my backyard. Just goes to show you, public transportation in Las Vegas can be very fun and weird. I just love stuff like that. People movers, monorails, you know, the works. All right, let's head over there now along the tracks to the Mandalay Bay. Here we are. Psych! I got that clip earlier because the tram that stops at the Luxor actually has to go to Mandalay Bay first and then backtrack to get over here. And as I was walking back to the tram, I decided I'd rather walk like an Egyptian over there because somebody up there told me supposedly there's actually a sky bridge in here. I love the pyramid-shaped door handles. A sky bridge between the Luxor and the shops in Mandalay Bay. I've never gone that way, so I just kind of wanted to explore that. Plus, I mean, look at the size of that pyramid. The giant statues of Ramses, although you'd never know that this guy was Ramses when these guys are around. You'd think they were Ramses. Get it? Okay, that's stupid, but what do you expect from me? I love the parts of Vegas that are themed, especially on such a grand, insane scale, but at some point, it always turns into this. The same thing, row after row of shiny, glittering, noise-making, electronic machines designed to suck all the money straight out of your wallet. Luckily, I have no money to burn, so there's no temptation here. But I can see the signs now for Mandalay Bay. I never noticed them last time I was here. It's kind of hard not to get lost in these casinos. They do that on purpose, but just look up for the signs, and you will see the escalators out of the pyramid and up to the sky bridge to the shops at Mandalay Place. The shopping mall that bridges the two. I like how there's like a color tint to these escalators. Blue for up, red for down. Oh, wait, no, they're all purple now. Never mind. They're flashing now. They're flashing. I've been flashed in Vegas. Oh, that's cool. It leads right from the upstairs of the Luxor where they have the King Tut exhibit and the Titanic exhibit, which is kind of funny, right? Like it's all desert themed and then you've got the most nautical nonsense ever. Supposedly that's gonna continue once we get into Mandalay Bay, or at least I hope so, because although the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino on the other side of the shopping mall is completely landlocked in the desert, there are apparently shark-infested waters. Oh my gosh, this mall goes on forever, but I can see the Mandalay Bay here through the skyline in front of us. Just gotta keep walking, I guess. I guess I should have took the tram after all. But then how would I have seen the world's greatest sock store here? Oh yeah, sock it to me, baby. Oh, this is kind of cool. Look at this giant Pikachu sitting here in front of this Fantasyland store. On the other side, giant Hello Kitty, and then across the road, a giant Irishman at the Guinness store. Now these are cool. They have these everywhere. Welcome to Las Vegas stores with their giant replica, welcome to Las Vegas signs. Always much easier to get a picture with these rather than waiting in line for the perfect photo op outdoors on Las Vegas Boulevard. Okay, I think we're at the end. Oh my gosh, the -5 ice experience. I keep seeing these ice experience bars and the little 1923 Prohibition bar. There's like multiples of everything here in this town. You just can't escape all the attractions. Hey, look at that. Golden Muhammad Ali. I've been in the Luxor and I've been in Mandalay Bay, but I've never done this walkway, this connection, this mall. So I've never seen this before. It's pretty cool. Reminds me of that weird balloon Popeye that used to be at the Wynn. Okay, we finally made it. We are inside Mandalay Bay. You got Starbucks right over there. You got restaurants, the House of Blues, there's a cigar place. All kinds of stuff in here. Also 800 billion slot machines again. I am on the quest for nautical nonsense. I am looking for some big old fish, and I see my first clue on this sign right here. We are headed in the right direction towards the Shark Reef. That's right, Shark Reef. Inside of the Mandalay Bay, somewhere, I've never seen it, there is something called the Shark Reef, a giant aquarium absolutely infested with sharks. But it's not just here. Old Las Vegas along Fremont Street has also got a 200,000 gallon shark tank over there with a slide going through it, I believe. I've still never actually seen that with my own eyes or experience, but I know it's there. But from my understanding, the Shark Reef here at Mandalay Bay is on a whole other level. So we gotta come back here past the food court. Each one of these places, by the way, is just absolutely massive. I feel like each convention center, each casino, resort, hotel, convention center, and shopping mall is like double the size of Epcot. Don't quote me on that, you know, they're huge. They're bigger than theme parks to walk through each individual one. I mean, just look at the size of this one restaurant. So you can see the tram only saves you so much walking. Anyway, I think we're reaching the end of the food court and heading into the convention center area. Hopefully we're still going the right way. Oh yes, past the flood of convention attendees. Right next to the entrance to the arena. I can see it way down at the end there. The Shark Reef. Oh wait. Oh no. Oh, that was just a little teaser of a sign. Where's the Shark Reef? I think we're gonna have to swim through the business shark infested waters to get there for a little longer. Oh my gosh, dude, this place is enormous. So many business people. Next time I'm taking a taxi. Oh my gosh, I thought that thing back there was the food court. Turns out this is the food court. I wasn't even at the food court yet. But I finally see where you at least buy the tickets. Right past the subway. There it is. The entrance to the Shark Reef. Wow, I had no idea it's been around this long. It says celebrating 25 years of ocean-sized adventures. I cannot wait to check it out. It's been awful dry outside. This will be a nice change. All right, Brian over there helped me get my ticket. 29 bucks, not so bad as far as aquariums go. And look at the immediate mood change in here. Oh, I like this. Look at this, you got this like spooky Dracula looking statue up here. You got these like temple style walls already. This is epic. Oh man. I was just telling you, my favorite thing ever is environmental theming. And this did not disappoint me. Look at this, you got Shark Reef photos, you got Shark Reef the shop back there, but I want Shark Reef the Shark Reef. All right, I've scanned in, I've found the entrance just past the green screen where they take your photo and try to sell it to you at the end. And all of a sudden, it feels like Florida. I could feel a huge wave of humidity coming out of these doors. Something tells me the sharks aren't gonna be up first. Oh, look at that. A crocodile. Does a crocodile count as a fish? I guess it's sort of fish adjacent. Look at this. Legends of the Hidden Temple in here. Oh, this is awesome. I'm not sure what's in this fountain, but look at this. It's a freaking Komodo dragon. Earth's largest lizard, I believe. And look at him, he's actually moving around. I feel like it's so rare to see any kind of zoo animal. Actually, oh my gosh, he's looking at us. It's looking right into our soul. Dude, this is amazing. The theming, you have that little crocodile right in here. Oh, I didn't even notice he has a buddy sitting there on dry land. I love how everything in their little displays is themed out and has little fish inside. But I can't get over this Komodo dragon. No matter where I look, he's keeping his eyes on us. I think he wants us for breakfast. Spooky. All right, before we head along, there's a little bit of a cage here. I don't see anything in it. I'm gonna keep cruising down. It is actually very warm and humid in here. As you can tell by the fact that I'm wearing a jacket. It's kind of windy, a little breezy, a little cold. Oh, look at these big old fish down here. Look like some giant koi fish, some giant carp. Oh, and there's a turtle. And holy cow. I was so distracted by the turtle and the fish, I didn't even notice the absolutely massive snake over there. Look at the size of that. Is that an anaconda? Anyway, yeah, it was actually pretty cold out there, you know, under 70 degrees, I think, like in the high 60s. And then I walk in here and it must be 90 degrees. It feels like and humid. It feels like a real jungle. The theming isn't just the walkways. It's the environment too. Holy moly. Look at the size of that fish. This is the coolest aquarium I have ever been to so far, just in terms of theming. Look at all this. Now, I love the Mandalay Bay Aquarium, the Aquarium of the Pacific, down there in Long Beach in Southern California, where I'm from. But I have to say, this theming here, like this whole stairway, this life-size stairway, arches, trees in here. I mean, this is insane. Oh my gosh. It says the amazing Amazon. Are these piranhas? Oh, no way. I've only ever seen one piranha in a fish tank before, and he looked awfully sad. This one's got a bunch of buddies. Look at that. Did you say man-eating piranhas? Is that what you said? I said red belly piranhas. Oh, red belly piranhas. Okay. I thought you were trying to give me a warning there. Like, don't stick your hand in the water. But that warning still stands. They've got those sharp teeth, and they could bite if they want. Okay. You see their little jaw down there in the box. So. Oh, yeah. Look at those teeth. I would not want those chomping on me. Okay, I was just told the other thing next to the teeth was a scale from this giant fish here. 6 foot, 180 pounds. Dang, it's almost as heavy as me. That's the scale I was talking about right there on the right-hand side. But look at this. Too distracted by the piranhas. That is so cool. Look at the way they just sit there lurking, waiting for you to make a mistake and take a dip. Especially this one, dude. He looks shady. Ooh. freaky. I really hope that gentleman doesn't toss his baby in there. Dude, this place is amazing. I would love this even if there were no fish in here. Like, it was just an environment to walk through. Look at this amazing freaking temple setup. There's a piranha cage back there. Everywhere. This is like a dream backyard setup. You know what I mean? This is awesome. Indiana Jones, eat your heart out. Whoa. Look at that giant snake idol right there. Does anybody know if this is a real sort of a cultural replica, or somebody here is just a fan of snakes? I can't blame them. There's just something sexy about snakes. And what's up with the holes right there? See the holes between their teeth? Watch out for poison darts. Oh, I think we have our first shark. Right there, we've got our first little sharks swimming through here. And look at the probe on this guy's forehead right there. It's weird. I've been an aquarium member back home on and off for, I don't know, 20 years for the Aquarium of the Pacific. So you would think I would know a lot about these fish in here and what they're called and all that stuff. And I do learn it. Problem is I learn it over and over, and then it goes away. Look at that. I do know that's a shark though. That is so cool. It looks like a giant version of those little shark-looking fish you can get for your aquarium at home, you know, your tropical fish tank. So cool. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Look how sick is this. This is awesome. Las Vegas is infested with sharks, but it also houses a hidden jungle. This is incredible. One of the coolest places in Las Vegas, and I can't believe I have never been here before. I've never seen this before. I never even heard of this before until yesterday. I am loving this. Dude, and I come to Las Vegas every year. I gotta make this an annual thing coming in here. I mean, you guys might get bored coming in here every year, but maybe I'll just do it off camera then. If you're gonna be like that, okay. What do we have in here inside the temple? Ooh, look at this cool, gigantic, I mean, way bigger than man-sized, like idol in there. Forgotten, sunken, like the lost city of Atlantis. This is so cool. I love like all the little coral growing on the old pillars. Love seeing the fish cruising through here. This one's got parrotfish. It's got something called a French grunt, which may or may not be an army reference. I don't know. Look at this, c'est bon. They also have a French angelfish. Oh, look at this. They got the sergeant major here to boss around the grunts, and the French angelfish to run away. Oh, I'm just kidding, Frenchmen. Don't get your pantaloons in a twist. Oh yeah, these must be the angelfish right here, swimming around. That's the parrotfish right there that just swam past us. I'm having a hard time figuring out which one is the grunt and which one's the sergeant major. Maybe the sergeant major's back at headquarters. Okay, well, I at least figured out the French grunt right here. Apparently, they grind their teeth and make a weird noise that sounds like a grunt. There's one right there. Those are the French grunts swimming around with their colorful stripes. Oh, there's a whole flock of them right there. Oh, we got a reflection on the glass. What is that stupid annoying panel? Wait a minute, this isn't annoying. It's fin facts. You can come here and learn fin facts. Ooh, interactive fin facts. Dude, that is so cool. They're playing like jungle noises are coming in from here. This will be an amazing place to be a security guard in at night. Okay, time to head out of the temple and oh, look it, into the shark tube. There's one right there. Wow. I love when they do this, when they do like the tube over you when you're walking through the aquarium. I feel like I'm Mr. Limpet. I've joined the creatures of the sea. Wow, look at these. Some of these fish are absolutely gorgeous. They're so like exotic and romantic looking. Nothing though is as eye-catching as those sharks up there. That is awesome. You feel like a little coral reef fish watching the sharks go overhead. Oh, look at this, look at this. Here's one down at eye level. He's not too big, maybe a little longer than the length of my arm. Sort of a hammerhead look. I haven't seen any signs yet, so I don't know if that's a young hammerhead or a different breed of shark that just sort of looks hammerhead-esque. Maybe I should have paid attention to the fin facts, huh? You can get a good idea of the scale of these fish and the sharks compared to that full-size human walking through there. But look at this. I thought that was going to be it. I thought that was going to be the Shark Reef. But look, there's more. There's more hidden temple to explore. Oh, looks like we got a touch tank right here with some stingrays. Some kind of little rays. If they are stingrays, I hope they remove the stingers. That is cool. Maybe it's not a touch tank because I don't see anybody trying to touch. Maybe it's a look tank. I'm gonna keep saying this, man. I am loving this theming. Oh, look at this. I may not live in the ocean, but I know one thing. Don't touch these guys. They are more venomous than an ex-wife or a mother-in-law. Still not as venomous as the average YouTube comment section, but close. We like to leave our poison online. Look at these freaking aliens right there. It's amazing that these are part of our world, and yet they look freakier than anything I've ever seen on Star Trek, you know? I gotta take a good look at me, dude. He wanted me to stick my hand in there and find out, you know? Dude, look at how cool all of this is. This is amazing. I'll get some information on sea jellies. I think the sea jellies are actually on vacation at the moment. One of my favorite things is when aquariums have like little touch tanks and you can touch the top of jellyfish. It's so weird. And then look at this. There are leopard sharks in here, horn sharks, pajama sharks, and swell sharks. I'm not gonna lie. They all look swell to me. All of them have different spotted patterns. Plus you can see the light sort of stippling through the tank there. I cannot tell the different breeds apart, even with the help of the sign. Those are cool looking. Those are big. Those are big boys right there. Or girls. Or whatever. I don't know much about sharks. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. That thing can definitely take down a cat. Not quite big enough to take me down. Although I'm sure if it bit you, it would hurt. Here's the thing though, I don't know how these things would bite people. Their mouths are so far back. I don't think these are the man-eaters. Oh, look at that. Epcot style, you got some starfish on the window. In a big blue world. What are these people? Oh, I see now. Freaking octopus up there. A giant Pacific octopus, to be specific. He's tucked up way in the corner. He wants to get out and open up some jars or something. But I can see enough of him to know he is large. Look at that. Bigger than both of their heads right there. I can't see his eyeballs, but I can see a mess of tentacles up there. Man, that thing looks big. Hard to get across on camera, but like, look at the size of my hand. I have pretty darn big hands. We're just seeing a little corner of them. This is cool, beyond the octopus tank. Look at this sunken ship right here. The theming, the theming. Neptune's Fury. This is so cool. By the way, this place did have a sign outside. It is accredited by the whatever association of museums and zoos. What a cool idea for a Shark Tank viewing area. And that is, by the way, what is beyond these windows, supposedly. We got a big old bowmouth guitar fish in there. I can see sharks swimming around even from this distance. Ooh, and that tank looks big. This must be the main attraction. Oh yeah, look at that. I didn't even notice. The roof of the ship has got a window in it also. Right now, it looks like the sharks are mainly swimming off the bow. By the way, you hear that? I don't know if you can hear it. Do you hear the creaking and groaning of the ship? The timbers? Shiver me timbers, Captain. It's not just for looks. The sounds rope you in as well. Okay, I don't know what kind of sharks these are. They are big, like as big as me, swimming around in there. That is so cool. I know most sharks aren't gonna bite you, you know, in real life. They just wanna do their thing. Most shark bites are like accidents or whatever. But I'm not gonna lie to you, if I saw that swimming around in the water, I would not get in. And if I was already in, I'd get out in a hurry. Oof. That one just swam by a second ago. I didn't like the way he was looking at me. Look at this, this is so cool. You can see like a giant walkway tube over there. I don't know what the technical name for those is. And of course, inside of the ship, you've got windows below, windows above, and you can see just there, these people juxtaposed against those sharks, which are quite a distance beyond them. So you can tell those are some big, big fish. Okay, here's a different looking one. Something a little bit unique. Whoa. Gnarly. Just noticing in the floor here, you can see some sunken treasure down below us. And above, dude, would you look at the size of that shark? Oh, wow, would you look at that? I wonder, that must be the big guitar fish thing they were talking about. Dude, this is one of the most impressive rooms I have ever been in. I just want to stay in here. I wish I had library rules though. I wish we should keep it down just a little bit, folks. I'm trying to be scared of the sharks. Whoa, whoa. Ooh. Big boy. Haha. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Yeah, dude. That is sweet. Who knew? This is all hiding behind a casino. Ooh, ooh. I don't like the look of this guy. He looks like trouble. I think we're in a bad neighborhood, folks. So bizarre. Creatures of the deep. I can't imagine that there's anything out in space weirder than the stuff that's down below us in our own ocean. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This guy's keep circling around, getting close. I think he likes the way I look. It's unbelievable that that is real, you know? Crazy. How's he gonna don't hit the glass, buddy. All right, I know I probably need to move on. Just want to give you a last look at the ship. A lot of people talking, making noise in here, so you can't really hear probably, but all right, I know we probably should move on here. See what else the Shark Reef has to offer, but this is just so impressive and so cool, and the creaking and groaning of the timbers, the sound effects. This is just making my day. Wow. All right. We'll move on into the tube over here. It's connected to the same tank. You can see there's a window underneath, so you're walking above sharks and fish. You can walk beside them. If any swim over the top, you can walk underneath them. It's just so cool. Man, the word immersive just doesn't do it. It's like not enough. Oh no, that might have been the end. That might have been the end. Which makes sense, because I was about to say, I don't know how they could top that. Looks like you come out here and either catch the elevator or head up the stairs into the hidden temple. You can go collect your green screen photo they took of you at the entrance. I'm not gonna do that though. I'm gonna walk backwards, take a few pics, and I'll meet you back here at the exit again in a few minutes. Wow. Dude, this is so incredible. I don't wanna leave. I mean, this is about, I don't know, 1 billion times better than slot machines. Okay, by the way, I did flow around backwards. They are getting ready to touch the stingrays. So it is gonna happen. Pretty cool. Dude, this is amazing. This is insane. What an unbelievable experience, dude. Totally worth the money. Like, I would way rather spend 30 bucks on this place all day long than chuck 30 bucks into a slot machine or something. It's incredible. You and me both, buddy. You and me both. Anyway, I had to go backwards through the whole attraction and take one final look at everything. I would definitely say, if you're not a big gambler or you're not a big drinker or into strippers or whatever, for the rest of us, the Shark Reef here at Mandalay Bay, I give it 10 out of 10 for things to do here. I mean, just to even experience this, if you're running through it in a hurry, I guess you could get through it in 10 minutes or so, but if you're taking your time, looking around, soaking in the joy, you could spend quite a long time in here, which is what I just did. But I guess it wouldn't do to stay forever. Luckily, I did stay a little extra time though, because the octopus has come out of the corner. It is the hugest, freakiest, weirdest looking thing you will ever see in your life. Everybody's over here talking about how he's Haig from Finding Dory and getting all excited and just watching this thing change colors as it moves from rock to rock or off the sand or whatever it does. And the cool thing is there's these kids over here looking at the octopus and a huge crowd of adults behind them, and nobody's rushing them. Everybody wants the kids to get up close and personal, get that chance to learn. But boy, what a freaky sight. Like, I've seen a ton of octopus before, and every aquarium you go to's got some kind of octopus, little octopus, big octopus, but they're usually sticking up in the corner. I rarely see them moving around, flowing around, showing off to the audience like this. It's so impressive. You can see here, people want to sacrifice their babies to the octopus. No! I'm so glad I came back through. That is one of the most impressive things I have ever seen. Okay, let's go to the exit. So freaking sick, dude. So freaking sick. Much as I like this place, I don't want to stay too long. I don't want to end up like the classic Las Vegas visitor and end up sleeping with the fishes. I'm going to be the one Italian guy that makes it out of here in one piece. Dude, how sick is this even? The stairway to exit. This is awesome. Ooh, I didn't even notice these guys. Look at the size. Those snakes. All right. Exit through the gift shop. Ooh. We made it out. Dude, even the gift shop. It's better themed than the Rainforest Cafe. And look at this. Mermaids. Wow. So many plush. Look at that giant ray back there. There's this big metal octopus over here. And ooh, there's that freaky little guy again. Is that a real dude? What is that thing? I like that. I almost want to go home with that. How cool is that octopus? They got another smaller one right here. And look how big the small one is. It's smaller than life size, smaller than the big one we saw in there. So awesome, dude. Cool stuff in here. It was just such a sweet experience. Oh, that's where you come in right there. You get the little green screen on the other side of this. That was freaking amazing. Look, because even the hallways in here are so awesome. You would never think you're gonna see all this coming in from the convention center outside, you know what I mean? It's pretty incredible, dude. Pretty incredible. Funny, I just remembered that I gotta get all the way back to the car over at New York, New York. I'm gonna go back through the business sharks down here. See you at the exit of the exit of the exit. Real quick on my way out. What the heck is the theme of this? Winged rabbit butts? Look at all the butts in the wall. What's up with all the butts? Oh yeah, Vegas. All right, I did get very, 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 very lost and confused inside of Mandalay Bay, but I did eventually find the exit to the tram station, made my way up there, jumped into the first available tram, which, by the way, I had all to myself. Look at this. I got the whole tram to myself. I got the whole dang tram to myself. I got the whole tram to myself. I got the... Well, you get the idea. I need to sit down. And anyway, I'm making my way back to Excalibur. You can see there's clouds gathering there. There's a crazy rainstorm in Southern California that's blowing this way. We're supposed to get some rain here coming up. Rain, wind, thunder, lightning. It's gonna be a heck of a storm. And so I definitely want to get back indoors before that happens. All right, look at this. We're already back to the Excalibur moat. I hate how they wrap these windows. I want to see. So fun, dude. We had the big city, the Big Apple. We had castles and pyramids and people movers and sharks and Komodo dragons. What a day. Like I say, 10 out of 10 on the Shark Reef at the Mandalay Bay. That was so much fun. I mean, for 30 bucks, awesome. There are discounts for locals or Nevada residents. There's discounts for veterans. There's all kinds of discounts that I didn't qualify for, so that was full price. So I guess if you do a little research, there's probably cheaper tickets that you can get. There's all kinds of discount ticket places all over Las Vegas. I am definitely satisfied with today's adventure. However, I am still very much under the weather, and I'm not talking about the clouds gathering in the sky. So it's time for me to pack it in and call it a day, especially since I can literally see the rain not that far away over there on the mountains, pouring down. My car's in the parking garage here behind New York, so I better vamoose. Before I go, I just want to say it has been my honor and pleasure to serve you in this way, serve up some Randomland episodes for you for, what, 12, maybe 13 years now. I really appreciate your time and attention and sharing this with your friends. I do have a Patreon and merch down in the links below, but I'm gonna give the last word to one of my friends from the Shark Reef back there, because I've done my duty. It's time to hotel and sleep well.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing and liking and doing all the other things us good sharks do. Now if you don't want to get gobbled up, check out the links down below, and we'll see you next time.
The old monk scam. These guys are scammers, not real monks. They'll tell you they're fundraising. They got them all over the world. And it wouldn't be Vegas if they didn't have some scammers on the bridges. Don't take the bracelets, folks. Don't do it. Don't be like that lady. Don't do it. But don't make them mad either. Come on, buddy.